Man, we unfortunately we knew that this was a possibility, but there's going to be a lot of negativity everywhere you look today. So we'll start this video off with a positive before we get into the negative and the ranty and the screamy and the so let's start off with a positive. Congratulations to Jesse Love. Jesse Love just won the Xfinity Series championship. Jesse Love just drove the race of his life in his young NASCAR career, in a career that's going to be long and probably prosperous. It's been a huge year for Jesse Love. Made his Cup Series debut this year, made multiple Cup starts. In fact, has looked solid this year. Honestly, he had the second most top 10s in the Xfinity Series this year. Just picked up his first non-restrictor plate win in the Xfinity Series. And outside of that, sets career highs and wins his first multi-win series in the Xfinity Series. Career high in top fives, career high in top tens. I mean, it was a career year for Jesse Love, truly. So hats off to him. Getting Richard Childress a championship is a huge deal in NASCAR, obviously, no matter what series. I think that's only their third title in the Xfinity Series. So, I mean, it's a huge deal for Jesse Love to become a NASCAR champion, to win a championship for Richard Childress, one of the longest tenured owners in the sport. To elevate yourself in this way. This is a young guy looking for a Cup Series seat one day who's really had a lot of eyeballs on him. So just wanted to start this off by saying congratulations to Jesse Love. Huge win at Phoenix, huge championship for him, Richard Childress Racing. But unfortunately, that it's not going to be the main talk of the town tonight. It's going to be his friend, ironically enough. Connor Zilisch. Connor Zilisch ends up finishing third, I think, in this race, I want to say. I don't know. NASCAR's website is not working for like the 1,000th time this year. Connor Zilisch had his 20th top five of the season tonight in 32 starts, I might add. It was his 23rd top 10 in those 32 starts. He had 10 wins on the season, 8 poles, 11 stage wins, entered this race with an 8.2 average finish and improved on that average finish with his finish tonight. Led over 1,000 laps. Was far and away by ahead of everyone in almost every statistical category. I think he was trailing Allgaier in the laps led and maybe the stage wins, but outside of that, most top 10s, most top 5s, most wins, and like some of those by a good margin. He finishes second in the championship. Doesn't even win the Owners' Championship. Yesterday was Halloween. Halloween, you're supposed to wear a costume, I'm told. And I didn't do that yesterday because I just didn't. Well, the good news for you guys is it may not be Halloween anymore, but I have a costume ready. It showed up a day late, but I have a costume. Guys, check out this NASCAR playoff costume that I have. It's brand new, fresh, right off the presses, this NASCAR playoff costume, huh? I think it looks pretty good, don't you think? Yeah. Okay, I seriously can't wear this. It's itchy. Back to the other one. What more do we need to say on this format, man? We can think of 1,000 of examples. It's been over 10 years of this nonsense. On the Cup side, Gordon 2014. What was it? Harvick 2015. Harvick 2020. Byron 2023. Last year, Larson or Bell. I mean, the list goes on. That's just the Cup Series alone. I'm sure we could go back to the Xfinity and Truck Series, but this format, they say it's supposed to promote winning, that it's supposed to elevate winning, and winning is the biggest thing. A guy who just won a third of the races this year did not win the championship. Is this what you want? Is this what you wanted? Was this your goal, NASCAR? Because if so, you're doing a darn good job at it. It's just mind-blowing that it comes down to this, that we have a guy who dominates the season, dominates the series, has 18 consecutive top fives during the season. 18 consecutive top fives. Not 18 consecutive finishes, not 18 consecutive lead lap finishes, not 18 consecutive top 10s, 18 consecutive top 5 finishes. I don't care what series you're in. To get that many top 5s in a row is insanity. And Connor Zilisch did it. Every single type of track you could throw in there. Intermediates, road courses, short tracks, super speedways. Connor Zilisch did it. 18 straight top 5s. He had 10 wins on the season. Almost every single type of track. I think short track was the one he was missing on the win tally. But he won about everywhere. He won every type of year. He showed up when it mattered. The top 5 streak only came to an end 2 weeks ago. Okay? And Talladega, he was involved in a wreck, I think. And that's Talladega. So whatever. Throw it out. Last week at Martinsville, still finished top 10. This week at Phoenix, still finished top 5. It's not like he fell off a cliff. He didn't perform when the lights shine brightest or whatever, or some nonsense that someone will say. Zilisch performed throughout the entire year. They had a rough little stint at the beginning. I'll give them that. Up until, ironically, the injury at Talladega, they were not the best team. Allgaier was probably the best team. But as soon as he got back from injury, that's when the top 5 streak started, and they were the best team since then. They won the regular season championship. They were the best team in the playoffs, whatever that means, because the playoffs are dumb. And because it came down to a single race championship at a track that his stats, now albeit it's a small sample size, are not the most spectacular, because it's at Phoenix, because it's a one race, single race. If someone outruns him for 1 week, which just happened, he doesn't get the championship. It's a joke of a format. This is motorsports. This is not football. This is not basketball. This is not baseball where an upset can happen or some nonsense like that. This is motorsports. This is a full season of putting it together. Do you know how hard it is to put it together and dominate in the way that Connor Zilisch and the 88 team just did, to pick up double-digit wins in any NASCAR series? We saw Corey Heim cap off a double-digit season, or double-digit win season, and they capped it off with a championship, and they almost didn't win it because there was a late race caution because someone didn't want to pit because of a flat tire. Now, thankfully, Corey Heim drove his butt off and made one of the most spectacular moves ever, and sure, the excitement of the playoffs or something like that, and Corey Heim got the championship deservedly. Good for him, and that we're going to look back at that as the greatest Truck Series season of all time. We could have been looking back at Connor Zilisch's as the same, and we probably still will, I think, but everyone's going to look back at it. Everyone's going to see Connor Zilisch, 10 wins, 20 top 5s, 23 top 10s, over 1,000 lap sled. He's won in all these different trucks, and on top of that, he's a rookie. He just turned 19 years old in the summer, I think, maybe early fall? Can't remember. Let's just go with summer for now. He just turned 19 over the summer, just put together one of the greatest Xfinity seasons of all time as a rookie, as an 18/19-year-old. No ring, though, so it doesn't count or something. Someone will say some nonsense like that. It's mind-blowing. It's truly mind-blowing that we are the... Okay, well, I guess Supercars has a playoff system now, so sorry about that, Supercars fans. We really screwed you there. You guys are going to have to deal with this at some point. It is mind-blowing. We are the only motorsport on the planet, up until this year when Supercars adapted it, that there's a chance that the best driver all year, the most dominant driver and team all year, can lose the championship because it comes down to one single race, because we do points resets, eliminations. Single race championship is the stupidest thing in all of motorsports. Could you imagine in 2023 in Formula One when Max Verstappen set every single record, won 21 of 24 races? If it came down to Abu Dhabi and they said, let's do a points reset. Top 4 in the points right now. You guys are all going to go into this thing even pointed. And Max Verstappen gets wiped out turn 1. He won 21 of 24 races and he doesn't win the championship because one race decides it. That's stupid. It's idiotic. This format is the worst thing to happen in the history of motorsports. Maybe the history of sports, dare I say. It makes no sense. 0 sense. Why do we have it? Why do we still have it? I am really hope they follow through on killing this thing and killing anything close to this thing. I don't want to see an elimination again. I don't want to see a single race championship again. I just want to go back to a full season playoff. 36 races. Now, that last part may be a little bit too much of an ask because some people like the playoffs and you want to meet in the middle. I personally, if I was making the decisions on this thing, which I am not, I would want a full season. It's the only way we can do it in motorsports. It's motorsports. We're not like other sports. We're not like American sports where there are playoffs and tournaments and seedings and buys and whatever. This is motorsports. This is completely different. There's too many external factors. And when we see someone win 10 races in a single season, when we see someone miss an entire race and still win a regular season championship, we should be able to watch him cap off a dominant season, even if it's early. And we're going to have people complain for 2 to 3 races. Oh, someone clinched the championship early. Oh, no, how boring. We should be able to sit here and admire and just say, wow, what a historic run. Great job, Connor Zilisch. Like we're doing with Corey Heim last night. Like we're good when we come back here on Monday and talk about the trucks, we're going to sit here, we're going to applaud Corey Heim and say, that is one of the greatest seasons in NASCAR history. That is the greatest season in Truck Series history because of what Corey Heim did. And now we have to sit here and look at this for the Xfinity Series. So my heart breaks for Connor Zilisch. Honestly, he looked very emotional after the race. It sucks for him. And he was very mature in his post-race interview, as he always is. I don't know what else to say. This format sucks. I've never liked this format. I will never like this format. Kevin Harvick is tweeting a gif of a dumpster fire that is it's appropriate. Yeah, perfectly appropriate. So NASCAR needs to look themselves in the mirror. Do you want to be this for the rest of time? Everyone's been making fun of you for over a decade now because of this format. Do you want to continue in this eternal cycle of an illegitimate format? Outside of that, Allgaier seemed to be the best car all night, but they just whiffed on that final run. They end up finishing 5th or something. I don't know. Carson Kowalski was never in it, unfortunately. A solid season for him, but unfortunately they were just never in it tonight. But back to my point at the beginning of this video, congratulations to Jesse Love. I know I just kind of crapped on the format you want on, but for real though, Jesse Love, career year, multiple wins, gets his first non-super speedway win, sets career highs in top 5s, top 10s, brings home a championship to RCR. It is a huge, huge deal for him. I cannot express that enough. History books are going to show him as the champion. That it's not hating on Jesse Love. I should have said this earlier. It is hating the format. If you're able to win in this format, you played the game right. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Jesse Love played the format perfectly. They advanced through the rounds. They won at the right time. They were fast at the right time. They did everything perfectly that they were supposed to do. But I just don't like this format. So, let me know your thoughts. Jesse Love fans, congrats. RCR fans, congrats. I don't know. We got Cup tomorrow. So, my pick's still Denny Hamlin for that. Thankfully, we don't really have like a non-deserving champion or whatever in the Final Four tomorrow, so I guess that's exciting. Sure, why not? Cool. I don't know what to yap about anymore. I'm an idiot anyways. Don't listen to me.